The 1000 Grandview community enjoys one of the best views in America. A travel writer named James Chetney, after visiting 30 different countries and traveling throughout the United States, called the view from Mount Washington the best urban view in the world. Hi, my name's Tom Ty, and I'm the president of 1000 Grandview Condominium Association. I'll be your tour guide today, so sit back and enjoy this video. This video is about building a better future at 1000 Grandview Avenue. Here's a great view from the Grandview side of Mount Washington overlooking the city of Pittsburgh. Beyond the dynamic views we enjoy every day, our owners and residents want a safe, secure, and functional place to call home. Unfortunately, this does not occur without the dedication and hard work of people you elect to the board of directors. You entrust those individuals to care for your investment. Since 2016, 1000 Grandview has undergone a remarkable transformation. This transformation has had a great impact on enhancing your investment and making living here a very rewarding experience. The improvements you are about to see are the result of teamwork by the owners, employees, and a dedicated board of directors. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. That old adage has never been more meaningful than the before and after pictures you are about to witness. In 2016, it was apparent that parts of this facility were in dire need of improvements. The board at that time, consisting of President George Cook, John Plavin, Michael Joseph, Butch Martin, and Rich Mileski, took on one of the most intensive and demanding projects ever done at 1000 Grandview. As you can see in this picture, the pool area and surrounding walls were in need of a facelift. The garage was experiencing leaks because of the decayed infrastructure. The owners approved a $1 million expenditure to give 1000 Grandview an improved infrastructure and a new look. As you can see from this picture, the pool plaza, the pool, and the surrounding walls were all rebuilt. Most of the planters on the outside of the pool area were also rebuilt. The furniture was purchased, and our owners had a beautiful and safe place to relax and take a swim. In 2017, I was elected to the board of directors. I spent my entire career in the large building maintenance field. A comprehensive inspection of the building and its mechanical systems quickly identified many neglected and decaying systems and other serious problems. The workers tasked with keeping this facility in good working condition had failed us miserably. The board embarked on several multi-year restoration projects. Critical improvements were needed to restore 1000 Grandview to a safe and functional facility. Before proceeding, I would like to thank the current board members, John Plavin, Michael Joseph, Marco Cardamone, and Phil Marcus, for the countless hours they have devoted in transforming 1000 Grandview. Also, a big shout out to the other owners who served on the board over the last 7 years, and to our employees for their dedication. The first task in 2017 was addressing the fire safety systems. Our facility has 3 separate fire systems. All 3 systems were broken and unable to provide the life safety required. This presented a grave danger and jeopardized the health and safety of all those who lived and worked at 1000 Grandview. The board acted quickly by having emergency installations and multiple repairs to restore all 3 systems to operate safely. All the components in these 3 fire systems are now tested on a yearly basis by a professional organization to ensure the life and safety of our residents, workers, and guests. 1000 Grandview has a men's and ladies' locker room on the 9th floor. Each locker room contains bathroom facilities showers, and a sauna. All components in both locker rooms were in dire need of upgrades. Each locker room contains a sauna, and neither sauna was functional. The sauna interiors had not been maintained in many years, as you can see from this picture. New heaters were installed, and the inside of each sauna was cleaned and stained. The floors were also painted. The entire locker room was painted, and the showers and bathroom facilities were repaired. The parking garage, which sits on the 6th, 7th, and 8th floors, was also in bad need of a facelift. This picture gives you a good idea of how bad the garage needed a good paint job and an overall cleaning. Today, the garage is clean, painted, and free of debris. Please note the new placards for the garage space numbers were installed during this upgrade. Here is a picture of what the car wash station on the 6th floor of the garage looked like before the upgrade. The garage car wash station was enhanced by adding a retractable hose, a vacuum system, and an air compressor for inflating tires. Our facility was experiencing consistent water damage due to numerous internal leaks. This picture is a snapshot of the components contributing to the internal leaks. A lack of maintenance on the air conditioning drain lines throughout the building produced many leaks from stuffed-up drain pipes. New controllers were installed and drain lines repaired. Air conditioning drain lines are now flushed 3 times per year as part of a preventive maintenance program. We immediately made it a requirement that during the mandatory air conditioning service, chemicals were added to the evaporator to keep the drain lines open. As a result of these actions, internal leaks were reduced by 95%. Unfortunately, the external leaks at 1000 Grandview were 10 times worse than the internal leaks. The external leaks into individual units had hampered the building from when it was built and occupied in 1976. No long-term solution had been devised. The board began by doing a complete analysis of how many units were experiencing external leaks and tried to make a determination on what was causing those leaks. After an extensive analysis, it was determined there were multiple factors causing these leaks. The vast majority of leaks were caused by old window systems, lack of maintenance on ceiling, decks, and brick walls, as well as other contributing factors. A contractor was also engaged to study the causes of the leaks and to solicit bids to repair the back of the building. The first bid came in at $10 million. This bid would have meant a minimum assessment of $133,000 per unit. The board rejected that bid immediately. A second bid was submitted for $2.5 million, which equated to a minimum assessment of $33,000 per unit. The company representative presenting the bid was asked if they would guarantee no leaks would occur after the work was complete. His answer was no, there would be no guarantees. This bid was also rejected. Additionally, the proposed bid did not address any water infiltration related to leaking doors and windows. All costs repairing and replacing doors and windows would be over and above the overall bid and the responsibility of the individual unit owner. The board determined to take on the task of reducing leaks by instituting a program to seal areas that were leaking. As you can see from the picture, this resulted in sealing 46 wing walls highlighted in brown and 29 decks highlighted in blue. Many additional decks have been sealed since this picture was highlighted. As you can see from this picture, Here is what the decks look like before sealing and after sealing. This picture shows a close-up of a recently sealed deck. It should be noted the waterproofing project is ongoing. Decks need resealed periodically as part of the preventive maintenance program. Also, many owners have had their antiquated doors and windows replaced, which has helped reduce the number of leaks at 1000 Grandview. The operation of our garage doors is essential for the residents of 1000 Grandview for ingress and egress. Over the last few years, the doors, controllers, and guide tracks have been replaced. Once the vast majority of decks were sealed, the board turned its attention to sealing the T111 on the entire back of the building. The T111 is the wooden finish on the back of 1000 Grandview. We hired some summer help, and together with our maintenance staff, 2 coats of brine waterproofing sealant were applied to the back of each unit that were accessible. On many of the units, the T111 could not be reached from the deck to be sealed. A contracting company was brought in and they dropped the rig from the roof and completed the sealing and caulking of the units designated by stars. This picture shows the 7 units that still have to be stained. 2 of the 7 have recently been completed. The remaining 5 will be completed in the early summer of 2025. As part of the waterproofing project, the base of all outside walls and the capstones were caulked in 2023 to prevent additional water infiltration into the garage. The 1000 Grandview elevators were approaching 50 years old and were in dire need of a total upgrade. The elevators are located in the penthouse, which is high above the 12th floor. As you can see from this picture, nothing had been done with the stairwells leading up to the penthouse since the building was built. This picture shows how terrible things looked as you ascended to the penthouse. The board decided to restore this area as part of the elevator upgrade. This is the antiquated equipment that had to be replaced to install the state-of-the-art elevators as part of the project. This relay board was so old, the relays were extremely hard to find. This put our facility at danger of having an elevator down while searching the country for replacement parts. This is a picture of the new solid-state elevators and the associated equipment. This picture shows the new appearance of the stairway leading up to the elevator penthouse. What a difference this makes when you take a state inspector on a tour of the elevator equipment room. Here is the new look of the 10th floor elevator lobby with stainless steel doors. This is the stainless steel control panel inside the new elevators. This picture shows the beautiful new finish to the interior of the elevator. 1000 Grandview has 2 components of the fire sprinkler system. One system is a dry system that is used throughout the garage. The other is a wet system which supplies some of the group storage lockers in the building. This slide shows you what a deplorable condition the sprinkler systems were in. Take a good look at this picture, because when something looks this bad, you can be assured it may not operate when needed. The sprinkler systems are located on the 8th floor of the garage. You pass this room every day as you exit the garage. Here is the result of a clean, painted, and maintained sprinkler system. Our facility gets surprise visits by the City of Pittsburgh fire inspector. When the inspector wants to inspect the sprinkler systems, we are proud to show that our fire systems are well maintained. The building sewage system sits below the northwest corner of the facility. This picture shows one of the 2 huge pumps that pumps the majority of our building sewage up to the 8th floor and on into the City of Pittsburgh sewage lines. The laundry exhaust system is connected to the dryers on all 12 floors of the building. If not maintained and cleaned on a regular basis, it becomes a major fire liability for our owners. This picture shows the condition of the exhaust system in 2017. This was a terrible fire liability. The board had all internal duct systems cleaned by a professional duct system company, and now the exhaust system is regularly checked and cleaned. Here is a picture of the ceiling in the garage that had been damaged from leaks. Please note the reinforcing rods had rusted out from the leak. As part of the structural garage repair, we recently had a contractor repair the vast majority of bad areas of the garage ceiling. Repairs included cutting out the bad reinforcing rods and replacing with new steel. In other areas, the rods were cleaned and given a special treatment. Once the repairs have been made, the new concrete is pumped into forms to give the ceiling a new finish. Over several years, the building's plumbing was upgraded. Isolation valves were installed on each floor so water could be shut off on each floor in case of an emergency. Water lines that were in terrible condition were replaced before they burst and caused major damage to the building. Also, to ensure each unit water supply could be secured quickly, all the old gate valves were individually replaced with new, reliable ball valves. The board has also had to deal with some emergency plumbing repairs. The board acted quickly to a potential disaster when it became apparent that the main plumbing for the sewage ejector system has started to fail. New 4-inch copper lines were run from the basement up to the 8th floor receptor tank, which sends the sewage being pumped directly to the City of Pittsburgh sewage lines under Grandview Avenue. The board continues with special projects to stop water infiltration into the garage. This picture shows a French drain being installed on a wall outside of the garage on the southwest side of the visitors' parking lot. Another special project is the ongoing structural repairs in the garage that are part of a multi-year program. To wrap up this video, we turn our attention to what really makes our facility special. 1000 Grandview has so many fantastic amenities, which makes living here a very enjoyable experience. The amenities start with a large, convenient guest parking lot in the front of the building, a quick parking solution for your visitors. When you enter 1000 Grandview, you are greeted by a warm and comfortable lobby which was recently updated. Owners enjoy the luxury of having their guests stay in one of 2 available guest suites, each with a magnificent view of the city of Pittsburgh. You and your guests can enjoy the game room equipped with a pool table, or take advantage of our own little library. Any time of the day or night, our 2 beautiful saunas are ready to provide a super environment for relaxation. Each locker room is equipped with a restroom and showers. Our community room with a big screen TV is a great place to enjoy a Steeler game or host a family get-together. Keep yourself in top physical shape in the full-service workout facility, which contains a bathroom and shower. The highlight of our amenities at 1000 Grandview is the absolutely beautiful swimming pool and its magnificent pool deck. Thank you for taking the time to review the tremendous number of improvements the Board of Directors has instituted with your assistance. These improvements have made living at 1000 Grandview a much more rewarding experience, and the value of your investment continues to escalate. Remember, we all have to do our part to make community living successful. Always practice cooperation, consideration, and care for your fellow neighbors. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I want to thank you for sharing this journey with us.